Hello, I'm Ron Martin, and welcome to this month's session of Ron is Angels, aka Off the Cuff. I'm a sergeant with the City of Summit Police Department, and I have who we call our dynamic duo of the Summit Police Department. Everything that the police officers are doing out on the road comes into headquarters and goes through Lauren and Jen's office. You're going to be amazed of everything that happens behind the scenes at the Summit Police Department, that these are the two ladies who really make things happen, that keeps the wheels spinning at 512 Springfield Avenue. So I want to introduce you to these special ladies. They're going to tell you a bit about themselves, tell you about their job description at SPD. And so at this point in time, without further ado, Lauren, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming. How are you?
Thank you.
Jen, welcome.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Good to see you.
You've been with us longer, Lauren.
Yes.
You and I have been together, how many years have you been with us?
About 13 years.
13 years.
Yes.
Before we get started on before you came to Summit, where did you grow up? How did you end up coming to Summit?
I grew up in Union. I lived there most of my life.
Right.
Actually came to Summit kind of a fluke. I knew someone who worked there. I knew they were hiring dispatchers, so I decided I was going to give it a shot. I was looking for a career change at the time, and ended up there. They liked me, and I got the job, and the rest is history.
They're extremely likable.
Thank you. I was a dispatcher for 7 years, and then a job opened in the Records Bureau, and I was fortunate enough to be accepted for that. And now I've been in the Records Bureau for about 5 years. So
That's quick.
yeah.
Real quick. Good Lord. How about you, Jen? Where are you from, and how did you end up coming here to join us in the fine city of Summit?
I'm from Maplewood and Springfield, and I came to Summit about 4 years ago. I saw that there was a job opening in parking services, so I've been a parking enforcement officer with the City of Summit for 3 years, and then I found out there was an opening in the Records Bureau, and I was very excited about it. I jumped on it, and I've been there now 9 months.
Wow. You know the cool thing about your guys' position, not only things that the two of you do all day long that I don't even understand, but these are the two faces. And anybody in leadership, their number one position is to put people where they would be best. And the chief of police has the two of you in the perfect position, because the two of you are the first faces that people see when they come to the police department. That first impression means everything. And not to embarrass you, but just to tell it the way it is. You're beautiful young women, you're friendly, you're warm, you're welcoming, and that there puts people at ease, because a lot of people are coming into the police department, they're not coming in for a cup of tea. Normally they have heavy hearts, they've been involved in a car accident, a domestic dispute, something of a serious nature, and they're coming to you for help, to get copies of reports, looking for answers. So what I would like for you guys to do is to share with everybody what those responsibilities are in the police department, because even us, the 46 sworn, we're not sure of what you guys do, nor are we capable of doing what you guys do. We all have our own jobs. And so I'm going to learn from this also exactly how deep you ladies get into your job and your responsibilities at the police department. And Lauren, I'd like to start with you.
Okay.
I know you're both in the same office. Your desks are right by each other.
Yeah.
But do you share some of the same responsibilities, or do you just, okay, this is Lauren's particular forte, this is Jen's? Do you split it up like that? How do you do that?
We deal with traffic cases, we deal with criminal cases. So that's basically how everything is split up within the Records Bureau. To make things a little bit easier, I take over all of the criminal things, Jen handles all of the traffic. So it's by a case-by-case basis who's going to deal with it.
So when you say you deal with older criminal, what does that mean to somebody who would have no idea you deal with older criminal? Police officer goes to the call, writes the reports, goes back to the detective bureau. They do their thing back there with it. It comes down to your office. What do you do with this information regarding criminal cases?
Basically, it's my job to make sure that everything is in the computer system so that it's easily accessible. Right. Go through everything that the officer did. I don't think people realize how much officers do after they're done with the call, as far as reports, several different forms they may have to fill out. It's my job to make sure it's all in one place, it's all accessible for whoever needs it, whether it's the public or attorneys or the judge or prosecutors or whoever. So with the help of the detective bureau, who does a lot of, making case files and things
Right.
like that, I'm basically the one who's going to make sure everything gets where it needs to be.
So that's not a real big responsibility. Wow, no pressure there.
Yeah.
So attorneys will contact you.
Attorneys will contact us if they need case files for court. People from the public might come in, they just want a copy because they called the police for a noise disturbance or something of that nature.
How do they obtain a copy of a police report? If somebody wants a copy of a police report, what do they need? How many days is it normally until after an officer goes to their house and they need a copy? How many days do you like to see until they're able to come? Because you have to enter all this information.
Right.
That takes a little while.
We usually say 3 business days. That gives us enough time to make sure that we have it. We hate when people come up to the window at the police department and we have to send them away because something's not ready.
Right.
A lot of people think it's done immediately, but usually about 3 business days is how long it takes. If they were not involved in the incident, then we get into something that's called an OPRA request, which is an Open Public Records Act.
That's an Oprah request.
OPRA request. It's a form that's filled out. It can be obtained online through the state of New Jersey, also through the City of Summit website, or they can come in and just pick one up. That's how they would get a report that isn't directly involving them. Their name's not on it. And those 7 business days usually to get those back. A little more work goes into those.
Now, is that free of charge or they charge a fee for that if somebody wants to come pick something up?
There's different charges for different things. That's set up mostly through the state of New Jersey. There's a standardized fee that goes along with things. For the Open Public Records request, it's 5 cents a page. And then our fee to just come in and pick up a report from us that you were involved in that you would have access to is 25 cents or 75 cents a page. I'm sorry. I screwed that up.
That's okay. Let me ask you this. Now, also, I know that you're in charge of also the UCR.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
What is the UCR? And can you share with everybody what that is and what you do with the UCR?
UCR stands for Uniform Crime Report. That's done. I'm the only UCR reporter within the city of Summit, so it's a big job. I have to compile all of the crime statistics for each month within the city. So it comes down to the type of crime, whether or not a person was arrested for it or not,
Right.
monetary amounts that are stolen, all sorts of subcategories. Then gets broken down by age and sex and race and all of that. That I forward to the state police so that they can compile crime statistics for the whole state. And then the state police forwards it to the FBI where they can get national crime statistics. So it all starts with each municipality doing their own report, which then gets forwarded on.
See? We're just scratching the surface. There is so much that goes on in Lauren and Jen's office that most people have no clue. That's why we're here today to learn what goes on with inside the walls of the Summit Police Department in the Records Bureau. So it starts at the municipal level. Mm-hmm. You make sure that we're all squared away there, send it off to the state level.
Yes.
And then the state, they forward it at that time?
To the FBI.
To the FBI. Mm-hmm. Wow. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Jen, the traffic side of things.
Yes.
Your responsibilities, what do you do regarding, say, traffic accidents and what other type of situations regarding traffic are your responsibilities in the office?
Okay. Well, I deal specifically with motor vehicle incidents,
Right.
like DWIs, suspended license, careless driving, tickets. I gather all that for discovery for the court or an attorney that's requesting it. I basically deal with a lot of the people that come to the window, looking for their accident reports. They call a lot. If they were injured, we'll email them the report so they don't have to come in.
Right.
Yeah.
So somebody wants a copy of a car accident. Mm-hmm. Is that the same policy? Like Lauren was sharing with us, 3 days gives time for Lauren to get everything squared away in her office. And that's not the only car accident. That's not the only criminal case. Stuff needs to be processed through your computer systems. How long should somebody wait to come into headquarters to get a copy of a car accident?
About the same, 3 days.
About the same, 3 days. Okay. Now, also, suspended licenses, DWIs. Attorneys will contact you for discovery, and then that's your responsibility to get that whole case file
Yes.
together for that case, correct?
Correct. All the police reports, any tickets that were issued, the Alcotest machine.
What's an Alcotest machine?
It
People
measures-
wouldn't even know what an Alcotest machine is.
It measures the alcohol. You know,
So it's our breathalyzer.
it's a breathalyzer.
Right.
Yeah.
So the Alcotest machine is when somebody is being charged, who we believe is under the influence of alcohol. They're then taken off the road, transported into headquarters, and they'll blow into this tube, which is the Alcotest machine, which then
We get the results and we
Right.
give it, to the attorneys or the court.
Ladies, I go by your window quite frequently, by your desks, every day, several times a day. And you're obviously very busy. It's like the information station at headquarters. Everybody comes to your window. What other reasons? We know that they come to your window for copies of reports, whether it be an accident report, whether it be something criminal, whether attorneys are looking for information, the public. But for what other reasons, for as busy as I see that you are, what other information do people come to your window to receive?
There are many people that come to get handicap placards. What we need to do is give them a form, be it temporary or permanent. And what they need to do is take it to their doctor, fill it out, come back with a check made out to New Jersey MVC. We don't take cash. And we issue them a temporary on-site. And then if they want to do a permanent handicap, they have to do it. They have to fill out the form and send it to the state.
Gotcha. So if they come in with a prescription,
Well,
do they need a prescription to come to your window to give them that form
no, the doctor fills out the form for them.
and brings it to you?
Yes.
Gotcha. And you'll give them a temporary one,
6 months.
6 months. Gotcha. Very cool. What other reasons would they come to the window?
We handle block parties. So if anybody in Summit wants to have a block party, they have to get permission first. We're only allowed to have a certain amount per day. I believe it's 3 per day.
3 block parties per day?
Right, within the
Really?
city. We can provide them barricades, things like that. So they have to come and fill out an application for that, and it has to be approved by our lieutenant.
Do we have a lot of block parties in Summit?
I think so.
I would say so. Yeah.
Summit's a party in town.
it
We're fun
is.
people. We like to have a good time. That's really
so.
cool. What are the busy months normally for somebody to have a block party in Summit?
They usually start around May, and they honestly go through October. So it's pretty big block party season.
That's cool
Yeah.
because we try to stop by the block party. We have a list, and the police like to go by, hang out with the families, play with the kids. It's all about community policing and interacting and getting to know everybody. So it's a real good thing. So have more block parties. The police department enjoys it, and we look forward to connecting with the public. So we enjoy that. So you know where to go. Go see Lauren, Jen, get your application for block parties, and we hope to see a lot more even this summer. Now, even more. Interesting. We know what those big responsibilities are for you ladies at 512 Springfield Avenue. On a personal level,
Okay.
Lauren, what do you like to do when you're not in that records office taking care of business, making things happen for us at the police department?
I live locally. I live in New Providence with my family. So I spend a lot of time with them. I have an 8-year-old son named Jaden. And that's a lot of my time running around with him and doing things. So I'm always in the area. I'm always local to this area. So I just enjoy doing stuff with my family, really.
Boy, Jaden, 8 years old.
Yeah.
He's doing well in life, too, for 8 years old. I
Yeah.
see he's was it karate or taekwondo?
Yeah, he did taekwondo for a while, football, basketball. He gets around.
Gets around. Not only that, congratulations. It's the principal of an elementary school at
Yes.
8 years old.
He was principal for a day this year at A.W. Roberts. It was a very big deal to him, and the principal there, Ms. Hanson, was wonderful and great to him the whole day. He really enjoyed it.
He looks so handsome. I saw
Yep.
pictures of him on
He was
Facebook
running the
before he went
show.
out. And I saw a picture of him at his desk for a day. Saw him on the telephone. He looked
Yeah,
fantastic.
he loved it.
He did enjoy
Yeah,
it?
yeah, he really
What did
did.
he have to say when he came home?
He got to make an announcement on a loudspeaker. That was the most important part for him.
Oh,
so,
that's awesome.
yeah.
That is so cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. How about yourself, Jen? When you're off, what do you enjoy doing with your free time when you're not at work?
I like the outdoors. I love being outside. Like this past weekend, it was nice. I took advantage of that. I went out to Echo Lake Park for a run. I took my niece, Riley. She's 6 years old. So I spent a lot of time with my family. And I
Just enjoy we all enjoy our time off. So you like
yes,
the outdoors.
I love the outdoors. I do.
My wife loves the outdoors. I like going. We're getting into biking now. That's our thing. Going out bike riding and going to different parks. And this year she's taking it to the next level. Going to Vermont. So that's going to be fun though. I just think the outdoors, spending family quality time together. There's nothing better. No doubt about it. No doubt. Well, unfortunately, time goes way too quick. And we have to wrap this up here in just a few minutes. But I cannot thank you guys enough. As I said, I told you, I was excited to introduce you to the dynamic duo of the Summit Police Department. These truly are the ladies that make everything happen. When the police come out to your homes or go to a car accident, any interaction that we have with you certainly does not end there. We bring all of that back into headquarters. We do what we need to do with that paperwork. We hand it over to the ladies here. They make sure that everything is squared away. If it's not squared away, believe they let us know, and we take care of it. We correct it. We submit it back to them, and once it's right, they submit it to the proper authorities, and whether it goes to the state and then federal level. But they all wrap it up there in a pretty bow, make sure it's done perfectly for you, because we are committed to excellence in providing you with a great service here within the City of Summit Police Department. And we want to thank you for spending time with myself, Lauren, and Jen. And we wish you and your families a great rest of the day. Thank you for watching, and God bless you. We're looking forward to see you next month. Take care now.